On the first day of monetization, I made a whooping. I got monetized on YouTube in late November 2022. In this video, I'm going to share with you how much I received as my first paycheck. I'm not going to go into the monetization process itself, as I believe that topic deserves a video of its own, especially after I followed an interesting hack that got me monetized in less than 3 hours. In early November 2022, I had received the number of subscribers that I needed. That was 1,000 subscribers at the time that you need to join the YouTube monetization process. Not only had I reached that threshold, but I was still growing. When it came to my watch time hours, however, although I was still growing, they kept on fluctuating. I remember it took me 3 days to go from 3,995 hours to 4,000. I would wake up each night and I would have lost 100 hours overnight. This was because of the YouTube monetization policy. That means that your watch time hours that can be counted for the monetization process need to be watch time hours that you've received in a period of the last 365 days. So every day I would lose watch time hours slowly. So I would lose a couple of hundred watch time hours slowly just because of that policy. And because of that, that's why it took me 3 days to get 5 watch time hours to wrap it up and get the 4,000 hours. Contrary to popular belief, I never received an email from YouTube saying, oh, you can now join the monetization process first. I kept watching my watch time hours, and once I had reached the threshold, I applied. I only got the email actually 2 days later, and I was not willing to wait for the email to be notified because I was worried that I was going to lose more watch time hours and maybe not be eligible when I actually chose to apply. Just for context, I started my channel in 2019, but I was never really consistent as I never really took YouTube seriously at the time. I never uploaded that much in 2021 as well. It was around 2022 that I began to take things a little bit more seriously, and that is when I began to see more growth on the channel as well. Now, let's see these figures. I got monetized in November 28th, 2022. That's the day ads started running on my channel. On the first day of monetization, I made a whooping $2.89. All the figures I'm going to mention here are going to be in US dollars, as that's the currency I use on my channel, but you can change this yourself in YouTube Studio. I prefer to use US dollars, as that way it's easy for me to see when I've reached the threshold and for me to watch out for that amount when it comes through in my bank account. You can, however, change it to any currency that you prefer. My highest earning day in December was a day when I received $2.75. And my lowest earning day was on the 24th of December. This was mostly because people were now in Christmas mood, festive mood, and wanted to spend time with their family and were not really watching my videos. On that day, I received 32 cents. I received a total of 10,600 views in December, 744 watch time hours, and gained 232 subscribers. My total revenue was $39.71 at this time. I never uploaded much on YouTube in the first month after I was monetized. This was because it was mostly Christmas season and I wanted to spend time with my family. But once you get monetized, it can be a very strange period. You are in this lingo where you've been working very hard for this and it has finally arrived, and now you're like, am I going to be accepted into the monetization program? You start reviewing your channels, you start reviewing your videos to see that are they all clean, you didn't say anything, you didn't swear in your videos. So a lot of YouTubers spend this time worrying that are they actually going to get a check and they don't really upload. They actually just spend this time doing a lot of housekeeping, make sure that everything is in order before they receive that paycheck. It's just that it's that time when you've been working hard for this and you're just trying to wrap around this new normal that you're in, where you've joined the YouTube monetization program. Now, for you to actually get money hitting your account, you need to reach a threshold of $100. I reached that threshold on the 21st of February 2023, and I received my first paycheck on that day. My first paycheck was $96.89. You may be wondering how I actually got paid even though I never reached the $100 mark. That's because in Europe, you get paid by Google AdSense once you reach €70. And the way the rate was at that moment, the US dollar to the euro, $100 was €70 was equivalent to $96.89 at that time. It took 2.5 months from the day I got monetized for me to receive my first paycheck. You can definitely have it faster. You can definitely receive your paycheck faster. That was because it took me a while to reach the threshold as I wasn't consistent that month. I will be honest, I am not surprised about the amount I received as I didn't post consistently in that month, but I'm immensely proud of the amount that I received. I'm immensely proud that I received something because this was something I had worked so hard for. So to be paid or to receive any form of payment for my hard work, no matter how small it was something that will always have a close place in my heart. It's something that I'll always be immensely proud of. In the next video, I am going to go into my CPM, how much it is, and I'm also going to go into the monetization process and let you know about that hack that I used that got me monetized in 3 hours after I did it. I am going to wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I finally received I am not going to go into the monetization process itself because I believe Now, let's get into this video. In early November 2022, I had reached the number of subscribers that you need to join the YouTube monetization program.